Welcome to the SEO.co Search Engine Optimization Podcast. Digital marketing essentials and next level tactics. From offsite and on-site optimization to persuasive selling and everything in between. You'll learn actionable tips on what it takes to outright and outrank your competition.
Clean card-based design is almost always a superior option to sliders. Not only do they look better, but they encourage greater visibility by ensuring each item is visible the entire time. 9. And without distracting movement, users find it easier to remain focused. 8. Use original visual stock photos are free and convenient, but they're largely ineffective. Not only do they look cheesy and pre-canned, but they fail to resonate with your ideal target audience. It takes a little more time, but using original images and custom visuals will amplify your website and help you connect on a much more fundamental level. Original visuals, which means actual pictures of your team, clients, and past work, humanizes your brand and makes visitors more likely to connect on a visceral level. If you don't already have these visuals on file, hire a professional photographer to follow your team around for a couple of days. You'll have plenty of content to choose from. 9. Utilize social proof. The final suggestion is to use as much social proof as possible in your Hvac website design. This includes trust badges like BBB certification, SSL certificates, local business chamber membership, etc., client testimonials, reviews and star ratings, and case studies. We recommend using social proof throughout your website design, but it's especially powerful when placed above the fold. This ensures you're making a positive first impression right from the start. Real-world Hvac website design examples. Up until this point, we've offered some helpful principles and tips you can use to design a high-converting Hvac website. If we left it at that, there would be plenty of actionable insights for you to implement. But what better way to cement these principles into your mind than by looking at a few real-world examples from the Hvac industry? While we don't recommend copying these designs, there are some good elements to pick and pull from each. Let's take a look. This isn't the most visually appealing Hvac website ever, but it works. They do a good job of using a simple, distraction-free design with only the essential information above the fold. There's a clear CTA and a very simple and memorable USP. Example number 2. B&J Refrigeration. While this page is a little too busy, it has some really strong elements that make it a worthy example. The USP is clear and appeals to the audience's emotions. There's also social proof in the form of a 2020 Angie's List Super Service Award. Example number 3. Carini Hvac. This is a really interesting and enticing Hvac website. Not only do they have a really compelling brand and unique value proposition, but they're extremely clear on who their target audience is. They aren't trying to be all things to all people, which allows them to create a visually satisfying and enticing website design. How to design your Hvac website. Now that you understand what goes into an effective Hvac website and have seen some examples of how these elements flesh themselves out in the real world, you're probably wondering how you can design a new website or revamp your existing one. When it comes to designing a website, you have more options than ever. But it's easiest to think about it in terms of 3 distinct buckets. Do-it-yourself, DIY, is the cheapest option, but it requires lots of time and plenty of skill. You'll have to learn how to develop and design your own website and/or mess around with some sort of site builder until you're able to find something that works. A done-with-you, DIY, approach typically involves selecting a pre-designed template, incorporating it into your site, and then making a few changes to customize it to your brand. This option is less time-intensive, but can sometimes be frustrating. Because you're working within an existing template, there are certain elements that are difficult to manipulate or change. Plus, there's always the chance that another Hvac company could have the same exact layout and design. In a done-for-you, DFY, scenario, you hire a professional website designer to create a fully customized look that aligns with your brand's style, goals, and needs. This option costs more than DIY or DIY, but you have to consider the long-term value. A DFY website will almost always produce better results, which means it delivers a much higher ROI. The option you choose will depend on your budget, time, skills, and goals. While DIY and DIY can be effective, these options don't hold a candle to the DFY option. When you hire a professional to design your website for you, it changes everything. Not only will it get done faster, but you'll end up with a superior end product that magnetizes local homeowners and establishes trust. You'll see a massive difference. Build your HVAC website with dev.co at dev.co. We do more than design websites. We architect unrivaled digital experiences by mixing beautiful interfaces with high conversion elements that help you reach the right people with the right message at the right time. If you're looking for an experienced website developer to breathe new life into your HVAC site, we would love to help. Simply tell us about your project and we'll get in touch with some next steps.
Thank you for joining us on the SEO.co podcast. We appreciate your time. Be sure to rate, review, and subscribe to the show and visit SEO.co for more resources based on today's topic, as well as access to more podcast episodes to help you improve your site's long-term SEO success.